Hey everyone, it's Kathy Homeyer. Welcome to Nourishing Your Multidimensional Body. And I'm so excited and I'm glad to see Peter Schenk here with me once again. Hey, Peter.
Hello, Kathy. How are you?
And I know Peter's not a stranger to the Akashic Academy. He's been on many times with Christy Warnick. So if you want to see any of the shows with Christy, you can find them, I'm sure. Peter has actually been to my place. So I've been following Peter a number of years, have a lot of his products. And actually, Peter, I just went and got my Myrrh Compass Rose out of the retreat center. When Peter was here a couple months ago, we set up the Myrrh Compass Rose over in our conference center, in our retreat center. And I've been kind of thinking it needs to be over here now. So I thought it would be a good day to go and get it. So I just got the Compass Rose and brought it over. But today we're actually talking about, and I'm going to shut up pretty soon because I want to hear what Peter has to say about the 12 virtual chakras. I have his program, his software program, and I know he's shown you a lot of, I have Sparky here with me too. That's the top of the Terra Resonator. I have Sparky here with me, which is my Terra Resonator. And he's been showing you a lot of products that are, physical products, but he also has a lot of software products. I just love Aquaware. I use it probably daily for a lot of different reasons. And there's Christy. She's saying hello. Hi, Christy. So I'm going to let Peter tell you about the 12 virtual chakras.
Wow. My turn. Okay. So in traditional MDM style, grab a glass of water. We're going to do a quick water blessing to set the mood and the tone for the show. It's just a goodwill blessing. If you raise your left hand over that glass of water about 3 inches and spread your fingers, in a second you'll feel that energy running down through your hand into the water. At that point, you want to put your attention on the water and repeat those 8 magical words. I honor the space in which you exist. The energy flow will increase through your hand into the water. Well, we almost got a crazy vibe to it today. Wow. Bottoms up.
Peter, before you get started, I just want to say with all the awesome products that I have of yours, I think the one thing that I love best is the statement, I honor the space in which you exist. That's really awesome.
It's a multi-dimensional tool. I can't let too much out of the bag too quick. So we're talking about the 12th project today. And the 12th project was an idea that I had back in late 2008. And around November 2009, we started really getting the conceptual thoughts around it. And basically, the 12th project is all about virtual chakras and physical chakras. And with the introduction of version 5, which now sports the Aquaware 5 engine, we introduced 3 levels of the light body. So the way it came into fruition was I wanted to allow people to. So in my thought pattern, in my opinion, we are all spirit energy living the human experience. So what does that mean? You, before being born, you picked the life you wanted to live. But you also allowed yourself breadcrumbs along the way to remember who you are. And in spirit of that, the 12th project was born. And I had this idea that with software, pressing the light frequencies of the software in the water, we could open up these 12 virtual chakras. And I needed something that was kind of in the human consciousness grid around the number 12. And believe it or not, the 12 gods of Olympus came into fruition. So the version 1 and version 2 of the 12th project only contained 12 virtual chakras. And they were everything from Zeus, Poseidon, Hades, all the way down to Aphrodite. And the idea behind it was you would use each one of these virtual chakras for 2 or 3 days, 2 or 3 times a day. And upon drinking that water, you would be bestowed upon you something in the form of a gift when one of these virtual chakras opened up outside your body. And, it can come in many different forms, but there's absolutely no denying it once it opens up. And what have people experienced inside these virtual chakras has been information, gifts, intuitive abilities, remembering things. And I mean, it really spans the gamut. Now, the 12th project is a gem. It's not a piece of software that really comes up on the radar very much. But for those that have used it and continue to use it, it's absolutely amazing. So versions 1, 2, and 3 were all based around these 12 chakras, and it was actually 13 individual programs. It had a menu system that would launch a subroutine, which would then launch the actual whatever the chakra was. So when we introduced version 4, I brought everything under one house, and we also added the 7 physical chakras. Now, for years, I have worked one-on-one with people to clean out each chakra. And basically, we would do this over an 8-day period. It would take anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour to clean each chakra. And what I would do is I would drain your chakra of all the bad energy plus all the good energy, and then I'd seal it up. And part of the issue with doing it this way was because the time span was so long. At each day that I shut down a chakra, you became less human. You felt less human. And by the time we got to the 7th day, you were just, it was a train wreck. I mean, you were just done. And then on the 8th day, we simultaneously filled them all back up. But for those that are familiar with, the virtual chakras, they are energy portals that allow energy to come in and go out. It's a give and a take. It's a take and a give. And the 12th project really excels at, cleaning these chakras out. And when your chakras are tuned up and optimized for the level that you vibrate out, beautiful things happen in your life. So then version 5 came out about a year ago. We put in the Aquaware 5 engine, and we added the light body levels. Now, with the chakras, there's a lot of conjecture. There's a lot of information out there. I don't pretend to know what each individual one does because I just know how to clean them. Whatever your belief system is about the chakras, that's fine. But know this, if they're not tuned, you're not getting the benefits. And when they are tuned, amazing things happen. You're like, you feel healthy, you feel vibrant. People look at you and they're like, whoa, what's going on there? You give out this energy, man. That's amazing. So with the introduction of 5 within the 12th project 5, within the physical 7, we also introduced the physical chakra layering. So we took the quantum layering technology from Aquaware 5, and we introduced that into the 12th project. Now, the 12th project is the only other software program that I allow to have the quantum layering in there. Basically, what happens is, it takes 13.1 seconds to energize a chakra. We have water preparation, user preparation that run before. So in about 90 seconds, we've layered a complete glass of water with the 7 virtual chakras. And that is really more for maintenance and tune-up. If you do own it, you want to go through the full regimen, 1 chakra every 2 or 3 days, and then so it's a total of 3 weeks, and then you're completely cleaned out, and then you use the physical layering to kind of move forth with it. Then we introduced in version 5 the light body levels. Now, light body levels go by a lot of different names. It's your light body, it's your etherical twin, it's your Passé. I mean, there's a lot of different things, but basically, for all you are in human form, you also have this exact copy of you in energetic form. And we offer 3 different levels to go in and clean your light body. Now, there's a lot of interaction between the light body and the physical body. And Kathy, when I was visiting you last October, I was talking to Dr. Karen Can. She made an interesting observation about me in a private conversation I had with her. She basically said, Peter, your physical body is moving faster than your light body. And I didn't quite get it then, but believe me, after the release of the TR line, yeah, I totally get it. I'm in desperate need of downtime, which is coming. So when the light body is synchronized perfectly with the physical body, again, you have this amazing experience of spirit that kind of just fills you. And again, it's a two-way conversation. It's a give and a take, and it's a take and a give. So before I get too much deeper into this, I want to do a live activation. We're going to do, on the 12th Project 5, we're going to do a Zeus activation. This one is really cool. Now, the naming convention of the 12th Project, because I utilize the 12 gods of Olympus, really has no bearing on, it's just, it's names that, humans can associate with. We can associate with them because we've heard about them from somewhere. So it's a lot easier to create the virtual chakras around something that's already in the human consciousness grid than not. I could have called them 1 through 12. What does that mean? Okay, so the only thing you're going to have to do is I'll count down. Have a glass of water where you put your attention, the intention will follow. A couple things are going to happen. Water preparation is going to run. Water preparation is throughout all my software. It completely removes the energetic patterns, the frequencies, and the memories, more importantly, from wherever the water has ever been. User prep is going to run. User prep is a thin veil that's created in the water that when you drink it, it goes right to the subconscious mind and opens it up for acceptance, for the intention to follow. In this case, it's Zeus. Now, some people have reported when they use the virtual 12 that they can feel that virtual chakra opening up, pretty quickly. The medium or the mean is probably about 2 days. So you'll definitely get a bolt from Zeus on the water without a doubt. But whether that virtual chakra opens up, I don't know. And when it does, you absolutely know it, because it's just, you feel like, you're part of creation. It's just opening up. You're on the edge of the consciousness grid looking into the abyss, and boom, it just happens. I mean, there's no question when it does, and it's pretty awesome. Okay, so with that said, we'll count backwards. 3, 2, 1. Where your attention goes, the intention will follow. We're nucleating Zeus. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Water preparation is running. User preparation is running. Now Zeus is nucleating. My water's bubbling.
Oh my goodness. It really is.
It's like becoming carbonated all of a sudden. Mm-hmm. And this is the stuff that goes on in my world all the time. I have seen water do some crazy things. I've seen it crawl out of a glass. I've seen it change colors. We did a live activation on a show at some point. I don't remember who it was, but the lady's like, "Oh my God, my glass of water just turned the color of blueberries." How can I say? I just have fun.
Okay, bottoms up, everybody.
Oh, that's got a mean taste to it. Wow. And that's got a really big aftertaste. Kathy?
Yeah, I was just going to say, when I was using the Terra Resonator or any of the water, sometimes when I'm not really paying attention to how it tastes, I was playing around with the Terra Resonator when I first got it, and I was, drinking my coffee, and I wasn't paying attention to how it tastes, and I literally had to back up and go, whoa, that is different from that first sip that I took. So you really do taste a difference with it when you pay attention.
So the important thing with the virtual 12 is to be in a quiet space when you're using it, and to just kind of sit back and allow that energy to just flow through you. Now, people have experienced their crown chakras opening immediately, which is fine. Some people experience a very pleasant euphoria. Some people with their eyes closed are seeing lightning bolts. Now, because we use Zeus and he's associated with lightning bolts, you know, again, the 12 gods of Olympus have no bearing on this at all. I just use them as reference to ingrain in the human consciousness grid. Now, the 12th project, like all the MDM software, comes with a full-blown free 7-day trial. You can download it. You can use it as much as you want. In 7 days, it shuts down, and it's up to you if you feel like you want to purchase or not. Now, we're going to do another live activation, and these ones are a lot more intense. These are the 7 physical chakras. These are instant. There is no, 2 or 3 day waiting period, although because I don't want you to detox with using the products. What I want you to do is enjoy them. And with the physical 7, there is a 2 or 3 day period, a couple times, 2-3 times a day, that we recommend that you use just to clean that chakra, to tune it up. And then at the end of your 2 or 3 weeks, you use the physical chakra layering, which is ported technology from the Aquaware software program, that allows you to do all of them, all 7 in one glass of water. You do that once a day moving forward, and you are in good shape. And of course, when your 7 physical chakras are, in full alignment and just breathing the way they should, your life's magical. It's awesome. It's really, really amazing. So
I don't know if you can see those comments, Peter. I've been putting them up as people have been placing them. Somebody says, so sweet and yummy for their water. And I think you can see that when you put our intention to tap water and the Turkish tea. Both are very tasty. But as always, Peter, you rock.
Sometimes I feel like a rock. Okay, so I'll let you pick, Kathy. Which physical chakra do you feel like doing?
3, 4.
The solar plex, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So again, folks, you can use the same glass of water. Where you put your attention, the intention will follow. And folks, I have videos for all of the software, and I have training videos on my YouTube site for the software. And you can, and I apologize, I don't think there's a way that we can actually share my screen with you through this medium that we're using to do the show, but you can, watch the software in motion. The 12th project is a very interesting offshoot, and I have alluded to that there will not be any new software until 2019, and the reason for that is because software takes a lot of my energy. It's very different from creating physical products. It's a lot of 18-hour days, and I've been pushing pretty hard with physical products as of late, and I need to take a little bit of break. But don't quote me on this, but I think what's going to happen is there won't be a version 6 of any of the software. I think at this point, what we're going to see is maybe maintenance and little incremental updates and maybe a feature here and there. But what is coming is going to be, so the software kind of visually is all the same. It uses the same libraries. It has the same mechanics. But I want to create something that is earth-shattering, that redefines, an 11-year lineage of the software, and that will be coming in 2019. And it's going to be unlike anything you've ever seen from me before. It will be a combination of Aquaware, the Source 5, Lightbody. It's going to be everything encompassed in one software package, but it's going to be unlike anything you've ever seen. That's all I'm going to say for now. But if that comes into fruition, that will be a late 2019 release for sure. Okay, so we're going to do the solar plex. I'll count backwards, 3, 2, 1. Where you put your attention, the intention will follow. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. This is the solar plex chakra. We are new water prepping. We are now user prepping. We're now nucleating the solar plex chakra. Okay, everyone go ahead and drink. And my water is carbonating. Can you see that?
I can.
Is that crazy?
Yep.
Like twice what it was before.
Mm-hmm.
Look
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Maybe I get lucky. Oh, look at this side of it. Oh, that's insane. Look, it's starting to carbonate.
At least your toys are inexpensive, Peter. All you have to do is play with water.
So go ahead and drink, and I'd like you to sit back and relax and just allow it to flow. And you'll feel that energy just kind of shift into your solar plex. Now, depending on what's needed, you might feel it pushing out or you might feel it drawing in.
I was getting a punch of heat today, so I think I needed some balancing.
Okay. Now we're going to step it up and we're going to move into the light body level 1. If you're feeling a little woozy right now or lightheaded, do not engage in this third one. The light body levels are very, very powerful. Okay, this is, we call them the light body levels, but they're really for after you've done the chakra cleanings. It's for more. It's more for just integrating your light body and your physical. And if you're feeling a little lethargic now, you're going to be feeling a whole lot more of it after this. And I will tell you, you're going to detox, and you don't want to detox with the software, folks. Okay, same thing. 3, 2, 1. Where you put your attention, the intention will follow. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Nucleating light body level 1. Water preparation. User preparation. We're now nucleating light body level 1. Okay, go ahead and drink as much as you want.
And Peter, what I love about these programs is not everybody, a lot of people do intentions with water, but I love the first 2 parts where you can erase the negative memories and then prepare it for the body as well. So I think that's one thing that your programs do that I've never seen anybody even do, by intention, but I love that about those 2.
That's a great observation. I think I did an MDM minute a few days ago, or maybe I'm going to do one, I don't remember, that talks about where brilliance comes from. And I know I did an MDM video back in 2016 about pushing the rabbit hole. But, remember, folks, you live within the confines of a box. We build these comfort levels. We build these walls higher and higher. You become socially inept. I myself have been becoming very reclusive lately, which is really unlike me. But I need, the TR line, the Terra Resonator line, took a lot out of me, and it physically took a lot out of me because I was pushing fast and furious. Now, you have to remember, it was an idea in my head at the beginning of December. And 8 weeks later, I had to release 3 of these mind-blowing products, which we completely sell out of as soon as they come into stock. I mean, it's pretty sick. But it's where am I going with this? It took a lot out of me. So where am I going? Why am I completely?
We were talking about the first 2 on MDM. You had
where these ideas come from. So right. You have this box that we build, and it gets bigger and bigger, and you build these comfort levels, these walls, but brilliance is born outside of your comfort zone. And when everyone thinks that the first step in making a decision to move in a different direction is taking the first step, and it's absolutely not. It is having the foresight, to contemplate taking the first step. And I'll give you an example. I had a session with a woman last year, and she wanted to create a line of clothes with sacred geometry embroiled into it. And it was an excellent idea. And she came to me and she's like, I don't have any money to do this now. And when people want to step outside their comfort zone, they leave attachment in their comfort zone, so they can't physically step outside their comfort zone. And that always boils down to, I don't have the money to do it. So I always tell people, when, Peter, I want to exist and play in the higher realms that you do. Well, it takes a lot of responsibility. How do I get there? I need money to do it. I want the universe to provide me with $1 million so I can become a philanthropist or whatever, and give money to all these things and have people vibrate. That's bullshit. First step, job number one, act of kindness. Smile, compliment, get involved. And as soon as you do, you're given another bit of information. You move to a higher octave, and before you know it, you're doing amazing things. So this woman comes to me and she's like, I don't have any money to do this. And I'm like, that's your first mistake. and within 20 minutes, I had her set up with a business model for $18.75 to move forward, because everything she came at me with was stuck in her comfort zone. She didn't want to move out. And what did I do? Like I always do, I reversed it. I show her truth. I crumble her argument and push them out into the light. And there you have it. And today she has a business doing what she's doing. Mm-hmm. So brilliance is always born outside your comfort zone. And the 12th project was a stroke of genius. It was, we went through the motions of getting Aquaware out the door, Alex, Neocode, and a couple other offshoot ones. But because I did that, because I spread more love and vibration in the world, I was given the ideas for the 12th project. Mm-hmm. And the 12th project is amazing. I mean, you don't see me do a lot of shows around it. You don't even hear me speak about it very often, mm-hmm. because it's a sleeper. If you're attracted to, the chakras, well, we've got everything covered, everything. And at that price point, I mean, it's really a no-brainer if you're into what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. And you can try it out. Yeah, what I do sometimes is take all the chakras and actually make little dropper bottles too. And then so during the day, I can keep the little dropper bottle with me and just either put it in something that I'm drinking, or a good way to do that. I do large bottles. I do gallons of water with different things. So you can really think out of the box and use these different ways too.
Well, absolutely. And here's an important little tip with any of the software products. The software will hold the intention as long as it's not boiled away or evaporated, reprogrammed with whatever you programmed it with, and or microwaved.
I was just answering, Rhonda said after the last drink she's yawning nonstop. Is that normal? Is that a form of purging?
It can be. Detoxing comes in many forms. On the lower end of the spectrum, you feel tired, you feel lethargic, you might get red eyes, you can get a skin rash. On the high end of the spectrum, you will be in bed for 4 or 5 days with flu-like symptoms. Mm-hmm. So, when you play around with high vibrational anythings, your light body instantly matches that frequency, but it typically takes about 72 hours for the physical body to match it. And that body, as the body vibrates higher, heavy metals, toxins have to be pushed out of the body. They can't exist in these higher frequencies. Mm-hmm. And that's called detoxing.
Yep. So they come out. Cool. Well, we're just about at the end, Peter. Thank you so much. It's, of course, always nice to see you, and I'll look forward when I see you again here at the Lodge. We've got a lot of great retreats coming up, so hopefully Peter will join us again, either to take a break for himself lots of room in here on the property to do that. We've got some great things coming up. We have some Akashic Academy shows on today as well. And then I know Christie's by heart. I know that's on Tuesday, but there's a lot of great shows on Akashic Academy coming up. So thank you so much, Peter, for sharing the 12th project with us.
Thank you, Kathy.
Okay. Talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone.